Hi guys, I'm Hotshot Ginger, and welcome back to another episode of Cloud9, episode 2. And with me I have...
Giant and Music, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to episode 2. If you made it through episode 1, congratulations, you get a free high five.
That means you just, either like us or just have us on in the background while you're doing homework. And I also have...
Kyo.
Why?
You gave me a high five.
Yeah.
With my foot to
Kyo
your
listened
face.
to the whole episode himself, and then he's like, I deserve a high five when I start the next episode. That's what I earned, okay? You can't take that away from me.
No, this is
But
what
you said
this
I
is-
earned a high five.
This is what Church does. When he's on YouTube, he'll go onto our channel and just go, okay, 1,000,001, 1,000,002. Good God, that means you've listened to the podcast like a million hours worth of us talking.
Who, me?
That's amazing.
That's impressive, if anything.
Wait, what?
You guys,
Yes.
he gets a cookie for that.
So,
No.
watching the first episode will get you a high five, but a million hours will get you a cookie.
Macadamia nut.
All right, and if we reach a billion,
I don't like nuts.
the billionth view, we'll get a hug from Jaden.
Whoa, you're pushing it there.
I said billions, so it's gonna take a while.
Literally forever.
Well, maybe not forever.
Oh, man.
All right,
Yo,
so-
I've been watching this anime. I gotta tell you guys about it.
What?
Okay, what's up?
Okay, I've been watching Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
I know, Church, you've watched the whole series, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just finished episode 13, and my life is like, I'm just questioning everything ever. Watanabe is an absolute genius. The first anime I've seen of his was Terror and Resonance, and I was like, this is really
Oh, wait,
good.
that was his?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Terror and Resonance was by Watanabe. And so my friend's like, oh, you should watch his other series, like Bebop is like his best one, and I've been watching it, and it's so amazing. Like the crew, it kind of had this One Piece vibe to it, where they're kind of getting the members as they go along, you know, like they get Ed and all that stuff. It's just you watch the whole series. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I just really enjoy it. What are your thoughts on it? I'm curious what you think about it.
On Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah.
I can't remember what episode number 12 is. Like, how many episodes were there? 24? Is it 24 or 26? Okay. So you're like halfway through it right now?
Yeah.
Okay. The series is really clever. I love how the end of the show is actually like really bittersweet, and it's not your typical anime ending, but it's like
Okay, good.
really-
I can't wait to get to that.
yeah. I won't lie. Like I'm really open to like different kinds of endings for shows. Like we talked about the ending of Trigon, right? Like we talked about it in the Trigon podcast that we did, but it's a bit more depressing than the end of Trigon. I'm gonna have to say that flat out right now, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's a lot more depressing.
Well, time will tell, and I'll
Yeah.
know if I agree with that.
Yeah, I can't spoil anything because like the whole thing is very much based on I feel like the show is based on just it goes episode to episode. It like not everything connects, but it does have this like if you watched a previous episode, you'll kind of understand a little bit more because like they'll reference like previous events that happened. But
Yeah, definitely.
but it's very much like let's just put these characters in a situation and then they kind of wrote from there, and it's just like this is how they would this person would react, this is how they would react, and this is how it would probably end.
No, definitely. I don't know, like for me, just in arts in general and just in all things nerdy, like I love a good series that has like it goes like the episodes like follow each other,
Yeah.
but they don't have too much like connecting them. There's not too much connective tissue.
There's
And
not
I feel like how
there's not enough like the continuity is not entirely important. I mean, there are some bits
Exactly.
that come back later, but it's not pivotal to watching the show.
like you can go in and watch episode 14 and be like, oh, this is a good episode, and you don't need to have watched like 1 through 13 to be like, oh, I really need to watch this 14th one
Yeah.
of this. You know what I mean?
I mean, like
That's
one of
what
I mean, like Ed comes in at a certain point, but like that's really about it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just really enjoy it. I don't know, Austin, are there any shows like that for you? Like, is in anything that do you like it more when it's like you need to watch like the previous episode to really understand the next episode, or like when there's not too much connectivity between the episodes?
I mean, if it's a show I actually genuinely like, I'll like episodes that are you have to watch this in order to understand. I'm more,
Right.
but with a lot of things, I'm more of a casual watcher. So like things that don't really connect all that much is what I usually watch a lot more often than not.
Sounds like that. Then that sounds like your perfect series. Then.
So like I'll end up watching like stuff like Family Guy or
Oh man, I have to watch some new Family Guy. New season came out, eh?
yeah,
Really?
think so.
Oh.
Yeah, it's airing right now.
But like Family Guy and stuff like that. But however, there are also shows that connect to a like main storyline later on down the road, like Teen Titans or Danny Phantom, stuff like that. Stuff that have
those are the
like
classics.
stuff that have like one big storyline going all the way through it with like hints and teases towards where it's going. Stuff like that is probably my kryptonite more than anything else.
The saddest moment in all of Family Guy for me was when
I think
Brian got hit by the car.
Yeah, I saw that
I was
one.
gonna say I know
coming.
exactly where you're going.
Oh my god, I was like, why would you do that? They're like literally like people making pages of like bring Brian back, and then they had like that like Italian dog replace him.
I actually signed one. Signed one of the petitions to bring him back. I
mean,
mean,
there was a petition.
Seth's his original intention was to bring Brian back. It was just to send a message that was like, don't take the stuff you have for granted, because it can be gone in an instant.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, why couldn't it have been Meg?
Which I like Meg. I don't know.
I hate Meg.
Everybody hates Meg. I'm like the only guy who likes Meg.
My favorite Family Guy scene is like when like Meg is born and then Peter's like, all right, now you gotta write her name down, and he's like Megatron. He's like, no, that won't work. He's like, oh, fine, just Meg.
I thought that was beautiful. But going back to what you guys were talking about a second ago when you were talking about Cowboy, when Kyo brought up ending, it actually reminded me of another anime that I started recently.
What is it?
I haven't watched all that. I think I've watched one episode in it so far, but I do plan to watch more, and that's Future Diary.
Oh, you gotta watch Future Diary.
No, I know. I've already seen deaths happen in it, and I'm in love.
Oh man, that anime just
yeah, because anime for me, it seems to be a massive kryptonite, or I seem to be more likely to watch it if I go out and buy the box sets for it. So like I've watched, I mean, granted, I've only seen one episode, but I've seen Future Diary, Panty and Stocking, Soul Eater, Lucky Star, Rosario Vampire Monster, and those are all ones that we've bought.
Right on. I think it's really cool that people actually buy the sets. I'll stream my anime on like Crunchyroll and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like it's really cool that like you're buying and supporting the artist. I've had people like, just as an artist myself, I've literally had people like be like, oh, I really like your album, and I'm like, wait, I look at like my Bandcamp or like my iTunes account, and I'm like, well, no one bought it. What do you? And I'm like, oh, you pirated it, like you streamed it illegally or whatever.
Right.
And I'm like, I understand like people don't wanting to buy like art and stuff like that. Oh, it's just art. But like when you're like, especially when I'm like such a small artist myself, like you're pirating my music, the hours of work I put into this.
I mean, I'm one of the kind of guys that'll like, I'll stream music like if I don't have money to actually buy the CD. So like, for example, take Ninja Sex Party. Like I'll listen to all their music on YouTube for free. But if I ever get the actual money, I will buy the actual like physical CD or the iTunes for it.
But like streaming it on YouTube is actually pretty fun in the sense that like most likely the record label, the copyright holder of that music will have claimed the video, and then they can monetize it and make money through YouTube's advertisers.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean when I say like I'll stream it now and again, but then I'll actually buy the physical copy of it.
Right.
Because you buy the physical copy, and it's like all the money that you use actually goes to the artist to support them to do what they can.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of YouTubers do merch as well.
Yeah.
Merch like in bio. Yeah. We need some Cloud9 merch.
Some Cloud9 merch. I don't know. I think we need at least 9 episodes first.
Okay. Sounds good. It's fair enough.
Just like our celebrations will be like 9. Like this is our 9th podcast, and then
it's gonna be a special episode.
So like we celebrate like on the ones like that are not even numbers, so like the uneven numbers.
Yeah.
Right.
So like we'll
so
celebrate.
Like the logo for the 9th podcast will just be gold and white and just shining.
We'll celebrate episode 9 and 19, and then never talk about like 10 or 20.
No, never.
Basically, but like a thing for me though is like I'm always like I'm thinking of like doing like Giant music merch like somehow, and I've talked about it with Kyo and stuff, but I can't find a good website to like host the merch on it. All these websites are like either you make it yourself or we take like 80% of your products, like, and you make like 20 cents on like the $40 shirt you sell. It's so ridiculous. I can't find one good like merch store. Like,
have you tried Redbubble?
For some reason, I'm kind of picturing you selling headphones that have like your avatar on them, like on the sides.
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
Have you tried Redbubble?
I've tried Redbubble. Redbubble had, I remember it not being the best.
Why's that?
It's been a while, but it was a while since I looked at it. But I'm pretty sure it was like the if I remember properly, I could be wrong. But you can host, they can like create the shirts for free for you and all that stuff. But like they take a huge chunk of like the percentage, like way more, and like you don't end up making that much profit off your product.
Right.
Just make a Patreon like everyone. That's it.
Yeah. Jaden, my friend.
Yes.
I have a question for you.
The answer's 42.
Well, always, but still.
Okay, so that answers if you like South Park or not.
I love South Park. Are you kidding me?
Okay. Well, recently, and when I say recently, I mean for Christmas. I got the second South Park game for the PS4. Like,
oh my god!
Like
yes.
I played and beat the first one, Sick of Truth, so many times. I still haven't beaten this one, but
this one's supposed to be a bigger game, isn't it?
It actually is. It feels a lot bigger, at least.
I have a feeling that it's going to be like twice as big as the first one.
From what I've seen, it is. The upgrade system certainly feels that way.
Yeah.
But since the Stick of Truth takes place when the kids are playing like medieval stuff, like wizards, knights, elves, stuff like that.
Yeah.
This one is all superheroes. And it is...
oh, yeah, Coon and Friends.
And it is amazing. There's Coon, there's Mysterion, Toolshed. I love them all. And
you need to watch the newest season, the Coon and Friends. Have you watched the new season?
No.
Okay. You know
it's
what?
hard to keep. It's kind of hard to keep up with the show if we don't have cable.
Oh, I keep up with it because it's so good. I'm gonna spoil this one little episode. It was just I just need to tell you about this. They had this like there's this point in time where Netflix was like just approving all these garbage shows. So like South Park made this joke where like basically anyone can get like their show approved, and like the only people who couldn't get their show approved was the Coon and Friends show. Like, they called Netflix and they're like, so what's your show gonna be called? They're like, oh, Coon and Friends. Like, ooh, Coon and Friends. Sorry, usually we accept everyone, but we're gonna have to decline this offer. And then like Cartman's like, God damn it!
It's like, he's so close. He's so close, but it just doesn't happen.
Oh man.
But
yeah, I believe it. There's some pretty garbage stuff on Netflix still.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, how else do you think we got the Death Note movie? Hey.
Oh.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
Factual shots
it's like,
fired.
Go ahead, Kira. Write Kyo's name in there. You won't get him. That's not his name.
Let me bring my Death Note in the middle of gym class. Oh, what is that? I can't tell you. Proceeds to tell her. I don't want to go back.
Because somebody doesn't watch our anime podcasts.
Well, I mean, no. I don't. I'm not defending myself at all here.
Hi guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of Anime.
Hey, no! Don't take my channel again.
I thought he was. I thought you were playing a clip from the episode.
Could you imagine? I just had a clip I could play on demand and just like
if it
troll
was the clip,
Austin.
He would have been much more staticky.
Austin like just wakes up in the middle of the night. He just hears my voice. Hi guys. He's just like, no, get out of my head.
If I had like stood up screaming that one night, I'm going to hunt you down and slap you with a fish.
Oh God, no.
That you will then cook for dinner and feed
would that
me.
fish? Would that fish be called Felicia?
No, I'm keeping Felicia here. She's not seeing you.
Shout out to Fishy.
Do you know her actual handle?
I do not.
Fish
on the
out
top
of
my
water.
head. Fish out of water?
Fish out of water.
Pretty sure that's her Twitter.
I thought it was coin.
Coin?
Don't even bother.
Yeah, I won't go down that one. If she ever listens to this episode, she's gonna want to strangle me.
We invited you onto this podcast for a good time. Don't make us.
We should actually have Fishy as a guest at some point. That'd be awesome.
At some point, yeah. But actually, unlike us, she has a life.
Right? What is this sitting down and talking to each other on a microphone?
Right.
What?
I'm just going to say for the viewers out there, when we make a mistake, Jaian will turn it into a meme and it will die.
Oh, that's an actual factual shots fired.
Yes.
I really overuse jokes, but you know what? I do it in the sense that I find it funny for me to it bugs people. I'll be like, heh, heh, yeah.
Just heh, heh, heh.
That's like my troll side.
That's you're like the third guy that was supposed to be part of the Beavis and Butthead show.
Yeah, basically.
There's Beavis, Butthead, and Dork.
No,
Dork.
his would have to be. No, wouldn't his have to be start with a B as well? Because it's Beavis and Button, so it's
Beavis,
2 B's.
Butthead, Bjork.
Bjork.
So it's like.
No. Okay, you know what? Beavis, Butthead, bad man.
Kyo, you must have seen this. Have you ever seen the Robot Chicken with Teen Titan and Beavis and Butthead?
Oh,
yes,
God.
yes, I have actually.
Oh no.
Oh my God, guys, flip the switch. We had to turn some sort of knob. You said knob.
You said knob.
Actually, it's funny you mentioned Robot Chicken because on our way home last night, Kyo had it on his phone, and we were just watching.
Yeah, I want to watch it after this.
Well, I was actually watching a Beavis and Butthead skit that last night too. So
yeah. It wasn't the Teen Titan one. It was, I think, Butthead died.
No, it was like Beavis was grown up and he was a businessman, and then Butthead comes back.
Oh, okay.
And then so Beavis slowly turns back to his old self, like yeah.
So it's basically like
if
Roadhog from Overwatch grew up and then Junkrat just came back and wrecked all of his shit. Just wrecked his life.
I don't want to be a Jaian. I want to be a Kyo.
Well, everyone wants to be a Kyo.
No. I don't.
Well,
I don't want to be 3 inches
everybody
shorter.
wants to be a Kyo.
I don't want to be 3 inches shorter than I am.
Shut up.
Oh my God, short jokes too.
Well,
why am I the short one?
Because you were born that way.
Oh God.
It's even stranger.
Okay,
So Jaian, if you ever meet my family,
He's
family
the
is
tallest one.
Yeah, I'm as tall as it gets. My family is just hobbits.
you need to just wear high heels.
Oh, please do. Please
do. I have?
Yo, but
well, if that's the case, then I have to meet you when I'm wearing a dress.
Hey, I've actually worn heels, and I can walk very well in them. Thank you.
Well, I can too. I haven't worn them in a long time though.
Jaden, I'm an actor. I cross-dress when I need to play a part.
Great. Now, what's gonna keep me up at night is gonna be picturing Austin wearing high heels and a dress, and what's gonna keep Austin up at night is gonna be me doing the intro to Anime Podcasters. Great. It's a great trade. It's really good trade right there.
Just picture me in a dress, just slowly
No.
walking down.
And
then in the background, the song.
Stop. No, I don't want to go there.
See, here's the thing. I'm not scarred by either of you because I'm just used to this.
Yeah. Oh. It's okay. I just want to scar our audience at this point.
Well, just scar Jaian. He's the only one who's going to have a problem with this.
Do you want to? It's like you want to plug the channel. Do you want to scar yourself mentally once a month? Yo, subscribe to the channel.
Yo, subscribe to Caution Ginger.
The scars will never fade.
Oh my God.
It will never leave. It will never leave.
Nah, that was used though.
But
huh?
I gotta share this with you guys. I gotta share this with you guys. I watched the newest Dragon Ball Super as we're recording this podcast. It's episode 123 that just came out.
Right.
And guess what, guys? Guess what? Something you never would have guessed is gonna happen.
Another Super Saiyan is born?
A new Super Saiyan form, yes.
Oh, a new form. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what?
So now,
technically, what I said isn't wrong.
No, not necessarily.
Basically, so you know how Super Saiyan Blue was the biggest, the strongest Super Saiyan you
what
could
is
go
it now? Purple?
Level.
Turquoise.
No, it's a perfected. It's an increase. It's you broke the potential of that limit. It's a break her limit, like you broke your limit Super Saiyan, and Vegeta is the one who attained that because Goku has this thing called Ultra Instinct, which anyone in the show could attain, but obviously it's gonna be Goku who attains it, and now Vegeta has this new form that he just got himself, and he just got it by like powering it up. It was like he's like, I'm gonna defeat you, and he just like powers up even more, and now he has this like new Super Saiyan, like I guess perfected Super Saiyan blue form, and it's. I'm just like, how many forms is gonna be? How many forms do we need?
We need to stop, is what you need.
You know, they probably could have just stopped at like Super Saiyan 2 or 3.
Honestly, yeah.
I mean,
technically they stopped at Super Saiyan 3 because GT would not be considered canon.
Well, yeah, it's not considered canon.
Well, the legend only goes like the actual Super Saiyan legend only goes Super Saiyan 1.
Yeah.
And now here you are. 50 levels later. It's just like
50.
You need to stop. Like, okay, I can give a pass to Super Saiyan God because literally Goku absorbed the powers of a god. I mean,
well, like
yeah, that's going to give you a new form even if you're human.
Well, like that was for the movie.
Yeah, but that's canon. That's how he got it in the first place.
Yeah, fair enough.
But after that, it should have just stopped. It should have been like Super Saiyan, maybe Super Saiyan 2, and then Super Saiyan God. Like,
well, you know how they have like gods of destruction, like Beerus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this Tournament of Power arc right now, it's happening. There's literally a mortal who has the same level as a god of destruction. There's this guy called Jiren. He's part of the.
Here's the problem with that.
Justice Fighters or something.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Goku beat Beerus. So if this guy has the same kind of power, Goku can beat him.
Beerus let himself lose.
Yeah, but Goku also has like 2 forms after that form that he fought Beerus in.
True
and
enough.
he was pushing Beerus back.
No, you don't understand. Like Beerus was not trying at all. Like Beerus could wipe the floor of Goku.
Finally, someone can.
I promise you. I guarantee you this.
Yeah, but even if Goku died, he'd just come back.
I'm just saying he could come back as many times as he wants. Beerus is defeating Goku every day of the week.
Well, how is it that they keep coming back? Is it like now he just like walks out of the
people just don't care about like, okay, yeah, you can wish people back as many times as you want. I know we said like twice is the limit.
I mean, Goku has not died during Dragon Ball Super.
We'll give it
hasn't died
give
once.
it another 10 episodes.
I don't know. I'm still enjoying Dragon Ball Super.
No, I know. I'm not gonna harp on you for enjoying it or enjoying any Dragon Ball for that matter. It's just a lot of stuff they do. I'm just sick of.
Fair enough.
I mean, like, there's only so many times you can do this before it gets boring. Like,
which, I mean, that's exactly how a lot of people feel like on an anime I'm watching, High School of the Dead. There's only so many times you can see like a zombie's head explode or like skimpy schoolgirl outfits until you get bored. I am not one of those people.
That's not the thing here. Like, the thing is, like, this is a show that has over like almost 200 episodes. Like the new show has 200.
Super?
What?
No, it has 123.
Okay.
123.
Well, the franchise has twice that amount, and they've been doing this since.
The franchise has so much more.
I know. The point. You're like ignoring my point here.
Okay, what is your point?
My point is like the fact that it's been going on for so long. Nothing new has really happened. It's just the same thing still. It's just like a very common serial.
Yeah, with new moves.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's really it.
But like with High School of the Dead, at least it knew to keep itself short.
And yeah, I was gonna say at least it knew when to stop.
But in terms of popularity, High School of the Dead and Dragon Ball do not compare.
Well,
Dragon Ball knocks it out of the
obviously
park.
not.
Well, no, by God, no. If High School of the Dead was more popular than Dragon Ball as a whole, we're living on a broken planet. But, like, I will admit that. I mean, I still love Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball Z. I love the characters and everything. It's just when I see some of the fights, I feel like I've seen them all at this point. Like, even if there's new forms, new moves, new character developments, and even new characters being introduced.
And we're actually going to be buying we bought Super Fighter Z, or something. What is it called?
Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Yeah, we bought that.
Oh, I played that. That was actually really fun.
Wait, you've played it?
Yeah, I played it.
How?
At a friend's house.
It's not out yet.
The Fighters?
Yeah, the 2D fighter one.
The 2D? I don't know. The one I played was 3D at least.
Yeah, this is the 2D one, the one that was just
Okay, I got confused in that case. I played the version before in that case.
Okay.
So you played like Raging Blast or Tenkaichi?
I forget the name of it. I just it's the one where you can make your own character. You can choose your race.
That's Xenoverse.
Like,
That's Xenoverse. Make your own character, Xenoverse.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, both of those I have, but we pre-ordered the Fighters one that kind of plays like an old Street Fighter kind of game.
Yeah.
And it's Dragon Ball characters. I pre-ordered it, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun playing it. I can tell you that right now, because it's made by the same guys who made like Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear. I don't know if you know those games, but they're kind of famous 2D fighters, which are very heavily combo based and super move based. So I'm thinking Fighters is honestly in good hands, and I can pick it up. What's the date? I can pick it up like next week.
It's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a massively good time.
I think like the thing
I
is
just want
that
to I just want to punch like Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta in the face as like regular Goku. Just
As Krillin.
As Krillin. Yes.
Yes.
No. What you said next as Yamcha. Just use Yamcha and
apparently
destroy everybody.
Yamcha is actually like a pretty powerful character in the game.
Wait, what?
Well, that's what I heard. I heard that he's been upgraded a little bit.
Well, I mean,
I just remember Yamcha using Vegeta's gravity pod. He's like, oh, he's training at 300 times Earth's gravity. Let me try that out. He turns it on, and he just gets smushed to the ground. He's like, I can't move anymore. What is this pressure? And he finally like manages to hit the button, and then he almost basically dies. He's like, Vegeta's a monster. I was like, yeah, Yamcha, don't do that.
Yamcha, maybe you shouldn't have just immediately gotten to 100.
Right?
Yamcha got Yamcha'd.
Well, that's why it's a phrase.
Like you start low and work your way up, man.
Yeah, but Vegeta probably just went right to 100.
Yeah, because he's an idiot.
Yeah, but he's an idiot who gets results.
Guys,
Fair enough.
300.
300?
300.
Yeah, he's still insane.
Yeah, he's an idiot. But again, he's an idiot who gets results. Why? Yeah. Okay, that actually brings up a question. Why are both the main characters in Dragon Ball stupid? Like, in different ways, they're both stupid.
Further goes on to your point.
Well, I mean,
I don't think the
Vegeta
point
is
stupidity.
Not stupidity, just idiotic, I guess.
That's the same thing.
Well,
I'm trying to. Kyo keeps interrupting me.
Go for it.
I'm saying that because Goku...
So explain your point.
Shut up. Goku is...
Okay, I'm sorry.
Goku is just kind of this airhead kind of character who only works to fight, only works to train, stuff like that. So the way he's an idiot is anything as opposed to fighting. But
right.
Vegeta is stupid in saying that, like, oh, if I just do the end result of what Kakarot did, I will be instantly as strong as Kakarot. And it's like, no. He worked for it. He didn't just go, I'm just going to run around Bulma's place and 300 times Earth's gravity for a couple hours and I'll be good as new. No. I don't know.
Go to Gingervania if you want those kind of rules.
I don't know. It's just kind of...
I don't think gingers have to exercise that much.
We don't. We're skinny people. Anyway. It's...
Cartman disagrees.
Pac-Man?
Cartman.
Oh,
Cartman.
Cartman's not ginger.
Do you remember that?
Oh, he's half ginger.
No, do you not remember that episode where the guy's like dyed his hair orange and he put freckles on him? No.
Yeah, but that's artificial.
But he was still like, I'm a ginger now, no, and he does this whole revolution thing, and then at the end they're like, you're not a ginger. He's like, oh guys, I made a huge mistake, guys. Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it doesn't work for him.
It's such a good episode. I love that episode.
Meanwhile, you look at Kyle and he's like as paper thin as the rest of the characters on South Park.
What?
Well, I mean, I'm saying that because they're literally made of paper.
Not anymore, they're not.
They used to be.
Fair enough.
The good South Park
Okay.
ones.
I don't think they've...
Oh no, I prefer new South Park.
I don't think they've had a dividing point yet, guys.
And everybody knows I'm just crapping right now, right? Like, I honestly love South Park. I don't care if it's
I'll
the
admit,
paper
like,
animation
episodes
or
are better as they go on.
not. Depends on what kind, though. I mean, not the kind of animation, but, like, I know you love Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
And I love Rick and Morty. Jaden, you love Rick and Morty.
And I love Rick and Morty.
I love South Park more.
Okay.
But that's just... I mean, I love it more, but for a different reason.
Wait, what? How the hell? No. How the hell can you enjoy South Park more than Rick and Morty? Like, are you good?
I can't tell if you're actually asking seriously.
No. Seriously. How? What have you eaten this? What are you? What?
Okay, so final check. You're seriously asking. This isn't a joke or
I
anything?
don't understand. How is Rick and Morty is way more funny, okay? They don't reuse the same jokes as South Park all the time.
I don't know. Swifty sounds pretty common.
He's used it once. Like, getting Swifty, Rick has honestly only used once. But, okay, seriously though. The reason I like South Park more is just because I love the characters more. And when it comes to loving characters in a show, from me, that is my kryptonite. If I love the characters more than the actual show, I'm gonna love, or let me rephrase, sorry. If I love the characters more than like the plots they go through or the jokes that happen or anything like that, I'm gonna like the show overall more. I mean, I love the characters in Rick and Morty. I mean, I love Rick. I love Morty. I hate Jerry.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. You are a Jerry if you don't like Rick and Morty more than South Park. I said it.
Then I guess I am what I hate.
You're just gonna take that? You really are a Jerry. You're just gonna take that?
No.
You
but
just
I know
did.
how to
You're
make
like,
a
I
joke.
am what I hate.
I know how to make a joke back at you. Is what
You
I'm
just
doing.
said I am what I hate.
Yeah,
okay?
and
admitting
hence
that
the
you're a
making
Jerry.
a joke back at you.
Admitting that you're a Jerry. That wasn't a joke. That was honest, factual shots fired.
Mom, Dad, please stop fighting.
We will fight until you cry.
I'm just saying, South Park is not as good as Rick and Morty. It makes no sense.
Okay, to you. To me,
To
South
everyone,
Park's better.
ever.
Okay, fine. To me, South Park is better. To the world, Rick and Morty is better.
You see,
But
you
guess
really are.
what?
You really are being a Jerry right now. You're just being like, yeah, okay, I'll just agree with you. I just won't argue this back. Like,
Okay, shut up. South Park has been around since 1990s.
doesn't matter
Rick
if
and
it's
Morty,
been around longer.
Shut up. Rick and Morty has just barely started.
You 3 seasons, man.
Shut up.
Oh, he's getting more Ricky.
If Rick and Morty lasts longer than South Park has the entire time, that means...
Shut
up.
You can't
That's
touch on the length of the...
If Rick and Morty lasts longer than South Park, that means one of two things. One, the writers won't run out of ideas sooner. Or two, the fan base isn't as big. With a fan base as big as South Park, that they've literally had like 3 movies, they've had 2 games, they've had almost 2 decades worth of a show. That's a big fan base to argue against.
Even though Rick and Morty is pulling bigger numbers when it airs than when South Park airs. Like, the newest Rick and Morty season has more, like, concurrent viewers than the South Park one. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So it's more popular right now. It's more on the rise.
Yeah,
than South
right
Park.
now
Yeah,
because it's more recent.
Yeah, popularity doesn't equal a better show. If anything, that could mean that it's a worse show.
What?
Have you seen the numbers for Twilight?
See?
Don't you remember when Twilight was popular? Like, everybody was into it?
But South Park, but Twilight was a very good show for its audience.
What?
Twilight was a very good show / movie / series / whatever you want to name it for its audience.
Yeah, so is Rick and Morty and so is South Park.
But I think, personally, the argument like just went all over the place. I think that I just believe
You're
Rick
the
and
one
Morty...
who made it go all over the place.
Well, sorry, we're having a
I was
conversation.
just saying that I like South Park more, and you're like, no, you're wrong.
Yeah, you are wrong. Thanks.
I'm gonna rage quit this podcast. Just shut the laptop down.
Okay, bye-bye.
I told it. You know what? Kyo and I had a bet going before the podcast, seeing if I could make a Hotshot Rage Quit. Yeah, so you owe me $5, Kyo. I thought it was messed up. I thought it was messed up to make that bet, but I guess I win.
Yeah, but here's the problem with that bet, Jaden.
Okay, I'll stop. This was just one big joke.
Jeez.
I was gonna say the problem with that is that I haven't actually rage quitted yet. I just talked about it.
No, I know. No, but in all seriousness, obviously viewers all have their different takes and opinions, and South Park is an amazing show. So is Rick and Morty, and I guess like they have a very like similar audience. Like they both have like similar audiences in the sense that like a lot of South Park viewers are Rick and Morty viewers, and vice versa. So it's an interesting debate to have. Honestly, like what show is better and why? And I mean, the debate I just had with Austin is the proof why it's a very good, interesting, entertaining conversation to have. It was a good one.
It wasn't an argument. It wasn't a conversation. It was a fight.
I still think that
I like slowly was raising a flag up or something and point for South Park, and you just burn it.
Just like
no.
portal your flag to another dimension. Like no.
It's like fine. I'll go to Gravity Falls and get it back.
I will say that I enjoy Rick and Morty, but I do think that South Park has like some better writing.
Really?
Yeah, well, like
I will say this right now. I didn't expect this coming from Kyo.
Why?
Because
I'll admit,
love
like
Rick and Morty.
I have to say, I think Rick and Morty has better character development because, like, you think you know these characters, but as you watch the show go on, their characters become more prevalent. You kind of get to know them a lot better. You get to learn, like, Rick is not a complete jerk just because he wants to be a jerk. He's a jerk because he's experienced stuff and, like, the way that he's, like, seeing the world is developing differently for him.
Right.
But, like, with South Park, the characters stay the same. I mean, there are some points where you see the characters kind of grow and become better characters, but then the next episode they're just going to be like taking poops on each other later on. So
I do always enjoy seeing how Kenny dies. Actually,
that's like a running gag, and like I don't think that that's a repetition of a joke. That's finding a joke and then bringing a new light to it. They spin it every time it happens.
Actually, speaking of Kenny dying, that's actually my favorite era in South Park. The Mysterion.
When it happened every day?
No.
Oh.
Every minute.
Every minute of every day. No. The Mysterion era.
Oh.
Where he actually like comes to the terms of like, I can't die. Like when Mysterion's telling the other superhero that, you're like, oh crap, he knows.
What's the last season you've watched of South Park?
I don't think I don't keep track of mine by season. I think the last one you saw was
10,
6?
12.
12?
12?
Well, I don't remember the...
Well, what season are they at right now?
Like 30.
They're like in their 20s right now.
They're like they're way like deep into the 20s now.
Well, again, we don't have cable. So it's like everything.
You don't need the cable, you can watch them online.
I was gonna say. The only thing we have.
Oh wait, we have Hulu, don't we?
Yes. That's what I was going
The
to
way
say.
you said that was amazing. I was gonna say.
Austin is losing his freaking mind over here. I can see
man,
him.
I'm
like,
sorry,
Maybe you
Austin.
will get that $5 from Kyo.
Don't make me.
Oh, I can't.
You're
If
By
he
the way,
can't
guys,
do it, if he
I
can't,
have-
then Jaian owes me $5.
Oh, now you want to do the best.
Well, if you lose, then I want in on it.
Oh my god, it's great.
Don't I have just the best of friends? Betting
Right.
money on my misery.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I just want to say to the audience real quick, I have a bit of a cold right now, so if I'm coughing a lot, I'm sorry, but like, oh, that was the best. Oh man, I literally have a tear in my eye right now. Yo, I have not fired out my PS2 yet, and I'm gonna do that soon. You just mentioned games.
Oh my lord!
And I feel like gaming some PS2. I'm an old school gamer. Always have been,
know
always
that.
will be.
It's
Old
just
school
funny.
Old school gaming is way better than new school gaming, in my opinion. There's just more nostalgia, and there's more. You know, it wasn't as complicated.
Well, of course, there's more nostalgia. It's old.
Yeah,
It's
you can't
from your
have
childhood.
nostalgia with old stuff.
childhood,
Or
and I
new
feel
stuff.
like but seriously, I feel like the new games is just everyone's way too OP. There's way too much craziness and just exploding this and searching that.
Well, yeah, but there's new games that have been made that like represent stuff that have happened back then, like Cuphead, for example.
Pac-Man till I die, bro.
Did you not hear what he said?
No, I heard
Okay.
I heard Pac-Man till I die.
Okay.
But I mean, and I know you're talking the arcade cabinet. Yeah, I know Pac-Man. I know him well. I know him too well.
I have Pac-Man on my cell phone, dude. That's how
I know
old
the
it is.
fact that the only difference between Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man is the guy put on a bow and lipstick before he went to work.
Man, I want to play Pac-Man now.
Go play Pac-Man.
Go play your Pac-Man on your phone.
But there's also a lot of newer games that are really good too. Like both South Park games are relatively new.
Fair enough.
And then the Arkham games.
Yeah, I guess.
And
he's just looking at his shelf right now.
Dragon Ball, like all the Dragon Ball.
Oh
games
my
that
god,
come out
why are
recent
we talking
years.
about Dragon Ball? I don't want to talk about that show.
Can I strangle him through a mic?
No.
Can that happen?
I'm sorry, but you'd have to reach through. You have to reach through very, very hard.
I mean, the rage quit is just it's coming. Just tune in, guys. Next episode.
Wait, no. If you end the episode and I have a rage quit, don't you have to pay Kyo?
On this fictional bet, yeah. Remember when Kyo, remember when we really started like oh, can you make music for me, blah blah blah, and you try to like PayPal me, like I forgot what it was. We had the hardest time like trying to like figure out how to like get me money and get you money for stuff.
I didn't know how invoices worked.
Yeah. How are we gonna
It's
get
like, can we
$5
just
to
make
each
this a
other?
mutual thing? You give me music, I give you art.
Wait, are you saying music is not art? I'm so offended right now.
Stay that way. From what you've done to me this entire podcast, you should stay insulted.
Stay insulted.
Oh my lord.
Oh man.
This is my life now. I'm watching over 2 children.
Bad thing is, this was kind of my idea because I kind of wanted to, since we had free time and since we had Wi-Fi back,
Yeah.
I wanted to actually do a Cloud9 episode with Jaden.
Oh boy.
And then he sent me a question asking, hey, you guys free to Cloud9 tonight, before I had a chance to send it to him. And now I'm
So
just
fast.
like, did I really make the right call?
You're already at the end of the movie, and it's just like, did I really make the right choice? Would I do it differently had I been given the chance again?
And then Luke just drops off in Cloud City. It's just like, well, I mean, I'm here now.
Right.
So I may as well just finish this crap.
Oh my god.
That was just the first movie allegory that came to mind.
I actually was going to
Well-
ask, have you seen the new Star Wars?
I'm not a Star Wars fan, so no. And I've been
Then
spoiled.
why'd you do the theme on
Okay.
your channel?
You're not.
Because-
You're not.
oh my
on-
God, are you-
You're not on
are
our
you
next podcast.
Are you serious right now? Why? Because it was like popular at the time, and it got I don't know how, I forgot how many views it got, but it was a fun cover to make.
Never do a cover just because it's popular. So
Well, I honestly I did it once or twice. I didn't do it that much. I hate like YouTubers who only follow trends all the time, and they'll only like do like videos
didn't
about
you
those
just
trends.
do that with Star Wars?
I did that like no, I said all the time. I just said I did it once or twice. No, I'm talking like whatever is the biggest topic is like they always have to make a video about it just because they know it'll get views.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Anyway, guys, I think we're gonna go ahead and cut it off here since these two have lives, and I'm just gonna spend hours on end in front of a television screen.
I'm going to play Overwatch.
You're going to work. You're
Nobody
a
said I
big
can't do
boy.
both.
You have job to do.
Oh
Alright,
yeah,
guys.
talking about that way. If you guys need to hire someone in the Montreal area, I'm an unemployed student needing to pay his rent next month. So please hit me up in the DM.
Get off the trend wagon.
Please help me. I need to pay my rent.
Yeah, we can't get you because you're in Montreal.
Oh man.
There's a bit of a commute when it comes to that.
Dude, we live like underneath the British Columbia area. There's no way we could even get remotely close to you.
Wait, what?
I'm telling him what province we're near.
What's a province?
It's like states, but it's bigger.
He's in Canada.
Yeah,
There's
Canada
nothing
has
That's
provinces.
provinces, bro.
Oh.
Oh my god.
It's like it's kind of like having a county.
I thought it was just one big country with many cities, like no sections or anything, just one big ass country.
And how do you know where you're going?
I don't know.
Wait. Have you never taken a geography class?
No.
We never learned about Canada.
Really? I learned about the U.S.
Well, I
Okay,
guess
what
you
state
have
do
a
we
better
live in?
education than I do then.
What
What?
state do we live in, Jaian?
I can't tell off the top of my like Washington State, right, or something like that.
No, we
Okay.
live in Texas.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Do you know what state's right beneath you?
Right beneath me. No, I don't know my states that well. We learned about like American history is what we learned about.
We live
Why
in
did they teach you
Austin,
American
Texas.
history?
Well, it's I guess
have this.
American history. This is like kind of off topic, but whatever. I'm not interested in saying this. I feel like a Canadian and America border each other, and there's a lot of like history that goes into one another. So, and I'm talking about stuff I learned like 10 years ago, man. I'm 23, man. High school was like 10 years ago for me.
I'll be honest, even U.S. history, I just slept through and just bullshit my way throughout the entire test and exams and just barely passed.
Right.
Oh man.
Like I can't do history. I just can't.
Should we plug our channel, our stuff, before we leave?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna do that before he asked if you saw Star Wars. So
sorry.
Jaden, go ahead and plug your stuff.
Okay, yeah. YouTube.com/JAIAN music is my channel. Go there. That's about it.
Well, okay, that's probably the shortest you've ever plugged, Kyo.
All my links are in the description. I'm GoProKyo. I do drawings. I do speed paints. You guys can call me for commissions. Just send me a message over Twitter. If you guys have any questions about the podcast or have any comments that you guys want to leave us, go ahead and leave that, and we'll see if we want to talk about those in the next episode.
And if you want to hire Keo, actually pay him, okay? Because I'm sick of these people like coming up to me being like, "Oh yeah, okay, who does your artwork?" And then they ask Keo questions and they don't want to pay him for artwork. Okay, seriously.
They're just like, "Hey, can I have a drawing?" I'm like,
or like the guy who was like, "Can I buy? Do you want to buy from me?" Like, no, okay,
yeah,
stop.
Yeah,
that was the best one. That was the funniest thing I ever heard. It's just like,
who does your art? Like, get curious about who actually does the artwork, and then it's like, do you want to buy my art? It's like,
no, he wasn't asking about his art. He was asking, do you want? He's like, you buy my character?
Oh, that's right.
He's like, I'm just like, I don't want your copyrights. I just want to like get paid for this stuff. Like,
get paid.
I've gotten a couple of good jobs from it, but like not very many people like
you send
actually
very
ask for
weird
it.
people our direction, Jaden.
Yeah, Canada's scary.
I just send everyone I get.
Canada's just scary.
Just Sadie. Just
shady.
Like, yeah, just shady. Like
Sadie.
Like I said Sadie, but I meant shady.
We're the real Slim Sadie. Please stand up.
Slim Sadie, please stand up. Oh man.
Sit down, Austin.
Well, when I hear Sadie, I think Steven Universe. So.
Oh yeah.
And Austin wants to plug his new knowledge of the fact that Canada has provinces.
What?
Plug your channel.
I told you
plug
I
your
can't do
channel,
geometry
Austin.
and history.
Plug your channel, Austin.
All right, I'm Hotshot Ginger. I'm the.
There you go.
I mean, I think that's all you need to know.
Follow me on Twitter.
No. I so wish that was my handle. My name is Hotshot Ginger. My Twitter handle is actually at Caution Ginger. I'm also on YouTube at Hotshot Ginger. Because I don't have a custom URL for it. I'm a Let's Player. I'm a skit player, actor. I don't know why I said player. And I'm also a song coverer, which I actually do some collabs over with Jaden. I usually sing. He usually backs me up with music. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm all plugged.
This was Cloud9. We loved you. Goodbye. See you in the skies. Bye-bye.
And leave us a review on
that's
iTunes.
rude.
Leave us a review on iTunes, guys.
Can you do that?
We have an iTunes page.
No, I know, but can you leave reviews on iTunes?
Yeah.
I'm learning all new things today.
Oh, man.
All right, guys. We'll see you in the next episode. We love you.
All right, guys. See you in the skies.
Bye.
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 Bye.